Selena Janae and welcome back to my channel. It is Hallow season, so I'm really excited to make some Halloween themed cocktails. Today's cocktail will be called Acid Bath. It's something I made up after watching the Dahmer series. And yeah, so I wanted to turn something gruesome into something delicious. I guess in his case it was already delicious. I know that's not tasteful. No pun intended. Anyway, it's a pretty simple cocktail. But I did make a pomegranate honey beforehand, just by juicing some pomegranates and then boiling that with some fresh honey. And then with that honey, I put some to the side and made some sugar, or pomegranate honey candy, I guess. And I took like the excess crumble parts. I made the candy sort of how you would make Pop Rocks, minus the carbon dioxide. So a little bit of citric acid and some baking soda, so you get like a fizzy feeling. I want you to get the whole illusion. So the first thing we're going to do is rim our flue glass. And I'm just going to go on the side here and come down. I don't want a full rim. Give people the option to if they actually want the sugar or not. I'll keep that to the side and we'll just... Okay, and we're just going to pick it all up. Like I said, it's really sticky, so I'm kind of like molding it. If you have just sugar, you can probably just use sugar, or Pop Rocks if you have Pop Rocks. I don't have the technology to make real Pop Rocks, but it tastes so good I didn't want to get rid of it. And I don't like to waste, so there she is. Okay, and then we'll just put this to the side for now. I'm all about an aesthetic, so I am looking for something with a little bit of an ombre, so we're just going to build directly in the glass. So I have an ounce here of lime juice. The pomegranate honey is pretty sweet, so then I only did 3/4 of an ounce. And then I'm going to do an ounce of Bacardi, and she's nice and pretty. And the next thing I'm going to add is vanilla extract. Instead of using bitters, I thought this would just add almost like a creamy feel to it without adding any cream. If you have like an eyedropper or something that you can measure out just a couple drops, that'd be great. If not, I'm going to use like what I would assume is about 3 drops, maybe 4. But very, 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 very light amount of extract. It goes a long way. I just don't have any droppers at home. The next thing we're going to add is our acid, aka our sparkling wine. In my case, I'm using Prosecco. I wouldn't use a Brut. It's a little too dry for this cocktail, but any Prosecco should be perfectly fine. I remember when I first started bartending, I didn't know about the fresh juice Prosecco rule, and if you don't know, it should fizzle quite a bit. So pour as slowly as possible, sort of like you're pouring a really, really carbonated beer. This one's doing quite well. We'll just get her to the top. She didn't fizz as much as she has in the past, so that's a good thing. And yeah. So here we go, and then we're just gonna garnish her. I know we already have our little rim that looks like she's kind of melting off, and I love that. But I do want to garnish with a couple more things. So the next part of our garnish, we will be using a little piece of a lime. Already kind of pre-squeezed it. You just want to get as much out possible. Just a few drops. And there you should have a little boat just left over. Let me put that down. And then what I'm going to do is
poke one end without poking myself. And then poke the other. Just to create a little boat.
And then inside our boat, we're going to place some pomegranate seeds for some color. We just created our little floating boat here. And let's face it, she's beautiful, but she's not practical. But the reason I wanted to create a boat, because though she's beautiful and not practical, as soon as the pomegranate seeds fall in there, it'll create a fizz reaction that really brings out the illusion that is an acid bath. So this is just our cocktail today. She is beautiful. If I were you, I would stir before sipping it. Let me know what you think. I think she's delicious. Yeah, and I'll see you next week for another Halloween cocktail.